What's up, guys? It's Antonio Vizcarrondo, aka Antonio AV, and you are tuned into Kelly J. Make sure you check her out.
Hey y'all already know when your girl Kelly J coming through, you know I'm coming through with some info and some tea for you.
Every time I think about the time I wasted.
My name is Jindia Blunt. I'm an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories, and I
Hey, so my name is Tad. I've got some advice for you really quick, right? So I've been running movie theaters since 1988.
and I'm stripping. No, I'm playing. I'm like, the only thing is
I'm gonna make a song called Just for Jenny.
You're a baby. You don't know what life has in store for you. It can always be changing. Growing up, I always had a smile on my face, friends to hang out with, everything. I was the life of the party. Never in a million years did I ever guess. What up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Killer J TV. How y'all doing? Lord, we're gonna get this day started. Today's episode is definitely all about moi. So I'm trying to get everything positioned out. I'm having trouble today with everything and being able to see. You know, something today we just gonna rock it with the glasses and go from there. Um, Normally I have someone who's coming up, but today it's just me, guys. It's me and y'all, and I'm being as raw and authentic as I possibly can be. Um, if you guys are just now following me or just now subscribing to my channel, welcome. My name is Kelly J. Originally from, well, I'm still here, from Dallas, Texas, to be exact. Let's see. Entrepreneur, mental health advocate, domestic violence advocate, and more. Um, y'all, for some reason today I'm a little nervous to talk to y'all. I guess because today is all about me. I guess that's what it is. So y'all come in, feel free, ask questions, um, ask away. So about me. And yeah, I'm trying to make sure everybody know that I'm live right now. So if y'all see me looking down, y'all know why. Y'all know why. Until I have a full team who can do this and make sure like sound check and all that is great, this is what I have to do. But it's okay. I don't mind it. So a little bit about me. So as y'all all know, those who have been following me for a while, um, know that I was diagnosed when I was 15 years old. So, what a lot of people don't understand is where the history of my mental health stems from. So, before I go into my whole spill, I'm in the process of writing a book, and I figured I'd share with y'all a piece of it. So it's called Dear Baby Girl. And I don't know why I took my glasses off. Like I can see without them. Lord have mercy. And y'all always know if y'all comment, your comments can come up right here. Excited about you sharing your journey. Thank you. So this is something I wrote. It's called Dear Baby Girl. No child at your age should have experienced such heartbreak. You lost your best friend when you were 5 and felt like you should have been there. You were supposed to be there. However, that wasn't God's plan for you. Yes, your parents got a divorce, but it wasn't your fault. Your parents loved you dearly and would do anything for you. Just because their marriage didn't work doesn't mean you had a part to play in it. I understand that in a blink of an eye, your family was destroyed. Although you tried putting it back together, that wasn't God's plan for you. You experienced a lot of hell growing up. People bullying you because of your size, grown folks talking about you and putting their hands on you, guys saying they love you only to leave you after they have taken all your time, energy, and love, which left you feeling unprotected, uncared for, and unloved. Self-harming yourself with hopes that the pain would go away and you no longer have to deal with this world, but that wasn't God's plan for you. You have tried to throw in the towel, yet you're still here, standing strong, baby girl. You didn't let anyone or anything break you. You allowed it to strengthen you to make you stronger. One thing I can let you know is you readjusted your crown and started to rebuild from within. Regardless of what happened to you, you didn't let it change you or turn you cold. You have stayed a part of me and have loved others for who they are. You have been such a huge part of my growing. You are a conqueror, and your story will touch the lives of millions. Thank you, baby girl, for being a part of my life and never allowing how others treat you change who you are. Love always, the older you. So people always would ask, if you had a letter to write to your younger self, what would it be? That's mine. Um, so I'll break this down, and pretty much my dear baby girl explains my life. So at the age of 5, yes, my best friend was murdered. Um, and I was supposed to be there. In all honesty, I was supposed to be there. I mean, I'm not. I had a whole play date set, and I didn't go because I caught the dang on chicken pox. Damn chicken pox. But anyway, once again, that wasn't God's plan for me. Um, but losing something like that at that age and not getting help for it was definitely a hard pill to swallow. Um, Seeing her and her sister in the casket together, her mom and the other one, that was rough. My parents divorced. My parents got a divorce and it was like, woo, 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 like trickling down. It was like I lost my best friend. My big mama died. My parents got a divorce. I started getting bullied, and I mean, I honestly, the first time I wanted to commit suicide, I was 12 years old. I was 12 years old, and I was getting bullied at school, and my dad did not know. He did not know. And shout out to you, Ashley. If you ever watched the replay of this, I know that you are the reason that my dad did find out, and I thank you for that. But Ashley let my dad know what I was enduring, and my daddy decided to step up at that point and say something. And understand this, he didn't know. I always kept a smile on my face, and that was something I'll forever tell people. You'll never know what a person is going through until you're taking that time out to really sit with them and talk with them and say, hey, I see you. What's going on? So for me, it was, I felt invisible, in all honesty, just invisible. Um, and that was a hard pill to swallow, to feel like you're invisible. Um, just breaking, and like I said, you guys, I break this piece down. So, my diagnosis: I am bipolar type 1 and 2, depression, schiz, psychosis, borderline personality disorder. And let me explain something about that, because it does not mean that I have multiple personality disorder. No, no, no. That just means there is no gray area with me. You're either all in or you're all out. People in my life know if I deal with them or not. They ain't got to worry or question if I like them, if I hate them. You will know. It's just that simple. For me, I ain't got to think about it. I know in 2.5 seconds if I'm going to deal with you or not in my life. So, with that being said, but yeah, so, just growing up, I was bullied, of course, like I stated before. I got it on every end. It wasn't just on, people from school. It was, people who I kicked it with in close knits on a daily basis, whether it was about my hair or about my weight or whatever the case may be, I got bullied. And I never got help. And I was 15 years old, and me and my mama was like, we're going to go do this research. So we did this research, and it was for mental health. And the doctor was like, Miss Kelly, I just want to let you know, you're diagnosed with bipolar. Y'all, me and my mama looked at each other and laughed. We knew that. It wasn't nothing new. Like, we knew something wasn't right, but we didn't understand that all of that stemmed from what I had gone through in earlier years in life. Just enduring all of that was really rough. At what age did you become a cutter? So yes, so I became a cutter actually at 13. So the first time I wanted to commit suicide, was I tried to cut my wrist. So I had a knife and was like, okay, I'm gonna cut my wrist. Um, but yeah, I started at 13. I stopped probably like for maybe about a year or two. Picked it back up by the time I was 18, 19, stopped again. When I got married and all the hell I endured with that, I started again. And then eventually, here I am today. And I am officially, how long I've been separated from him? And because I've been happily divorced now, were we in 21? A whole year now. So I'm happily divorced for a year, happily separated 2 years. So I'm about two and a half, 3 years of cutting. I haven't cut in that amount. And understand, it don't mean I don't get the urge, because baby, let me tell you, I get the urge. Shout out to my friends who hit me up when they see my certain warning signs and be like, yo, Jay, you good? They know. And those who like and I'll say, if you ever need a support system, get with some people who really mess with you and who willing to be like, if they see a warning sign, they willing to talk to you and be like, hey, what's going on? Are you still battling mental illness? Yes, honey, every day. Girl, let me tell you, before I came on here, listen, before I came on here, honey, I done cried all day today, cried all yesterday. Honey, it don't stop. It don't stop. It just, you learn how to maintain it. You learn how to take it for what it is. I can't worry about yesterday no more. I can't worry about the future. I have to worry about today. Because if I don't, and I try to worry about everything else, that bothers me. It gets on my nerves. It causes me a headache, girl. I just can't. Can you explain what a cutter is? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, a cutter is someone who takes a certain object and, the wrist. And I did my wrists, I did my thighs, I did areas people wouldn't see, but also visible to the eye. You just had to know it. So, like, for instance, the last time I cut, can y'all see? I'm trying to get y'all to see it. This one right here, this tattoo was actually um where my last cut was. And shout out to my auntie who came to my house and really, really helped me. I reached out to her and was like, Auntie, I can't take it no more. She pulled up, and I mean, I had already done the damage, but she helped me. And that's the thing. And I want to say this too, because recently I've been enduring this. A lot of times people want to say that when you commit suicide, you're being selfish. I really do hate that. I hate when people say that. I get why most people will say it, because I have gotten a chance to talk to people from the other side. However, understand this. When I decide to take my life, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's how you've made me feel. Well, let me put not nothing to do with you. However, I'm not being selfish. at that point. I'm thinking about getting the hell away from this earth. And I'm thinking about how I don't want to be here no more so I don't have to endure the pain. It is the pain that I say I no longer want to endure anymore. So when I choose to end, when I chose, let me say chose, when I chose to end my life or the times I have attempted, it was because of the fact I had had enough. I was tired. I was worn out. I couldn't go anymore. I was tired of loving people and getting hurt. I was tired of being kind to people and still getting hurt. And so yeah, it was one of those situations where it was like, it is what it is. Let's see. Hey Stacy, how you doing, girl? Today is a present. Yes, it is, Annie Queen. How you? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? You're truly beautiful and heavenly set. Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you. And I try to listen. I do try to be as open and honest about my journey. I'm not perfect by far. Y'all see me get on live all the time smiling, but what I don't show y'all is the tears I cry. And I don't know if I ever be comfortable enough to show that side. I'll tell you about it, but I don't know if I ever show that side. It's not necessarily a sign of weakness or nothing like that. It's just when I get to that point and I'm there, it is rough. And it definitely takes a family and friends to get me back. And I'm thankful to God that I haven't been there in a long, long, long time. Praise God, everybody. Can we get some amens in these comments? Amen, amen, amen. But no, just being on this journey with my mental health has been one for the books, honey. Because let me tell ya, it's been times, yeah, I done had, let me put it like this. I was told I couldn't work because my mouth. I'd get into it with people, mainly people who would try me at work. And I'm so nice. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm the kindest person ever. Oh, so kind. But don't try me. So, like there have been times where I really have just gone off on people. It's not intentionally. So let me put it like this. If you're watching this live and I went off on you, it may have been a bad day. My bad. My bad. Didn't mean to go off on you that day. But no, in all honesty, it's every day is a work in progress. Um, I'm learning a lot about like astrology to understand because I do feel as though everything in life helps us understand life. So like I've been getting more into astrology. Shout out to Amy Onesies for being my support system with that, making sure like I'm staying on tech with getting that, in place or whatnot. But um just in learning that, so for instance, and I may say this name wrong, y'all don't judge me, but I may say it wrong, okay? But I learned about me being a Sharon in the Cancer house or something like that. To those of you who are in astrology, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So pretty much is when I read about it, it was just stating how like, it's the house of the wounded of the family. And a lot of times our trauma or my trauma does stem from what I've gone through in my life with my family. And it's hard at times because you just want to love your family. And then other times you just want to be like, no, so I can't stand y'all. So, but in all honesty, y'all, if I've ever offended anybody real quick, I am gonna say I'm sorry. What are your coping skills you use to deal with your mental illness? Y'all want to know my number one coping? If you know me, you know. My number one coping is I hit the bleezy. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, outside outside of smoking, though, for real. And real quick, let me say that y'all have watched me now for a while, and y'all know I smoke. Um, Smoking has done tremendous results for me. I do not. I'm not gonna lie. I don't take none of my psych meds. My doctor knows I don't take none of my psych meds. She knows all I do is smoke. She doesn't agree. However, she sees the great benefits. However, I haven't popped off on nobody. So, uh, I hate taking medicine. I hate it. And my body doesn't accept it at all either. So, it's no point in me even having it anyway. At all. So, hey, Shay. Hey, boo. Let's see. But yeah, definitely smoking. Outside of that, I love to write. I love writing. Writing is definitely something that I do in my free time. Outside of writing, I love to drive. If y'all know I be live and driving everywhere. And what else helps me? I used to color. I used to color a lot. And I ended up getting on some medication that caused me to have tremors real bad. And so I stopped coloring during that time. And I just never picked it back up. But I love to color. That was definitely a good coping mechanism for me, especially with my anxiety. Get my coloring book and my color pencils and pens and go to work. But now when my anxiety rise, I actually take the time out to just breathe, meditate, uh, hit the bleezy, and just think, about what I'm fixing to do. Try to clear my head. Try to get, all my thoughts put together. Let's see. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't see. Today, for some reason, I cannot see. Did you attend an event a few years ago at a house in Garland regarding mental health? I probably did. I probably did. um, I probably did. I've done a lot of stuff where I've gotten a chance to um talk on it. So talk on my journey. So I probably was. Do you see yourself recovering from this? Honestly, I have recovered. I'm in recovery. Every day that I choose to wake up and not in my life, and I just choose to wake up, I'm recovering. And just like there's 12 steps to AA, in my eyes, I feel like there's 12 steps with mental health. It's one day at a time, and you can apply those same steps that you do with AA to mental health. I have. Um, so I will say I'm in recovery. Uh, to be able to say that I haven't committed suicide, to be able to say I haven't cut myself, to be able to say I haven't done a lot of stuff that I've done in the past, I'm in recovery. And so for me, yes. Uh, do I think the illness will go away? I don't know anyone who could say who's dealt with mental health said that their illness went away. I think we just learn how to cope with it and move forward every single day. And because of that, it just becomes easier. Um, it becomes easier to tolerate, becomes easier to handle, becomes easier to just wake up. Even when you don't want to wake up, you still wake up. Because you realize your purpose. For me, it's knowing that at the end of the day, if I don't do nothing but touch one person's life by just saying hey, then by just being like hey boo, then what am I here for? And I love being able to walk up to people and be like hey boo, how you doing? And they get a kick out of it, whether I'm just being funny or not. I think it's you know. But yeah, so y'all got any more questions? Look, ask away, y'all. Ask the questions away. I'm being open and transparent right now. Like always, it ain't like I'm doing something new. Uh, Mental health is a battle every day for some people. Yes, it is. I feel as though when I wake up, that's just the battle in itself. Like I woke up and was like, okay, And I know from the moment I wake up what kind of day I'm gonna have. I know if I wake up and I'm in a good mood, I know today gonna be a good day. I know if I wake up and I'm little standoffish, kind of just, then I know today gonna be a little rocky. If I wake up and I'm crying, up, just throw the whole day away and start it over again. Start the whole day again. What happened to your friend at 5? Okay, so um my best friend was murdered. Her cousin was trying to steal some rims off of a vehicle, and it was stated that he murdered her, her sister, and her mom. So yeah. And I remember that day. We drove by there. Got to see him. But anyway. Um do you think wearing the different hair colors is a coping mechanism for you? Actually, I'm not gonna say it's a coping mechanism, but it's an expression. Just like with my tattoos, so I have over 25 tattoos. I know people who have way more, but I definitely have over 25. And what I can say is each tattoo is an expression. When I change my hair, or for those of you who've been following me for a while, I've had, or haven't been following me for a while, I've had every color you can name. Purple, red, green, blue, every color under the rainbow I have had. So for me, it's one of those situations where it's like, hey. But right now I really have been rocking my natural, as y'all can see. This, of course, y'all know this ain't my natural, but this is my natural. But yeah, I've been rocking my natural under, keeping it protected, so no color has been on my hair. And I'm at one point I feel as though I was coloring and changing my hair to just as an expression to say, hey, I need some help. I'm not okay. I'm not feeling good. I've cut my hair numerous of times. Numerous of times. And I regret it. I miss my hair. I miss having long, long, beautiful hair. I feel as though if I hadn't got married, I still would have my long, beautiful, beautiful hair. So to those of you who are thinking about getting married, let me be the first to tell you. Wait at least 5 years. Like get to know your mate, and then just be like, yo, let's go for it. If at that point, if you're ready, you know what I'm saying. Y'all got any more questions? So yeah, that's what happened to my friend at 5, and that was hard. Like I when I say, and I realize now, like it's kept me as the twins. Shout out to the twins who keep me on my ish, but it's definitely an emotional trap. Like I'm emotionally trapped at that moment in my life because that was something I still can't even explain. Um, for a friend to be here one day, gone the next, especially at that age, that was hard. I've gotten to the point where I don't cry about it, but before I could never. At one point, I couldn't tell people about what happened to my best friend without crying. That's how bad it had affected me. Now I can tell y'all and just be like, "Yep, this is what happened, and this is what it is." So yeah. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to the show tonight. I hope I was able to help anyone or someone. I said anyone. Um, Anyone has any questions they want to ask, feel free. Hello, Anthony Madden. How are you? How do you feel about people who cut off the mental ill? I've done it for my own peace of mind. What do you mean by how do I feel about people who cut off the mental? Or do you mean like somebody and who's mentally ill and you cut them off? Um, so I guess what I do is I give it in two aspects. If you're speaking on, and I say that just based off of your next follow up of, I've done it for my own peace of mind. Being friends or being that support system for someone who deals with mental health, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's not for the weak, boo. It's not. You definitely got to be strong. You see on Facebook people talking about them Aries and what sign is the hardest, and I let baby just be able to deal with somebody who got mental health. If you can deal with that, you can deal with any zodiac sign, because guess what? Mental health ain't got a zodiac sign at all. It just see you and be like, boop, you got it. Boop, you got it. Don't y'all, they really don't say that, but y'all get the gist of it. But I'll never be like, no, don't do it. If at a certain point you feel as though, hey, I can't be that support system for you right now, because whether you have your own stuff going or whether it's just too much, you have that free will to say that, like, hey, I want to support you, but this is just out. Don't be like it's out of my pay grade, but just be like, this is out of my reach. I definitely want to be able to help you. So then what you can do is refer them, like get them that support. If when you feel as though you can no longer be that support system, just don't leave a person high and dry. Don't be that person. Be the person that say, something, I can't help you, but I'm gonna find someone who can, or we're gonna find someone together. And I'll stay with you up until that person comes along. But just leaving a person high and dry, I ain't gonna lie, that is kind of messed up. And for me, it's like, what's up? Because you leave me high and dry. We gotta duke it out now, though. I'm joking. Do you think not taking meds prescribed by your doctor delays your battle with mental illness and recovery? Nope. I've recovered faster without taking my medicine than I did when I took it. And let me say this: I am not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I ain't got none of them PhDs, none of that, honey. I'm just someone who deals with it and can speak from it. And no, when I was taking my mental health when I was taking the medication that was prescribed by the doctor, I saw a mental hospital frequently. Like it was suicide rates for me was on high. Like it was bad being on that medication, and I felt like a zombie. And you hear people say, "Oh, I feel like a zombie," or "I feel like this." I honestly felt that. I felt I wasn't moving anywhere. I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. The first thing I've told people, like after my separation, was I finally feel alive. I finally felt like I'm awake, and it was because I was finally done with all the medication. I was done with my ex and all of that. So it was like finally getting back to me in the process. So if anything, not taking my medicine and switching over to my herbs have helped my mental illness recovery. You always got us as a support system. Thank you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my love. To me, it's not about being weak. When does the person get tired of being tired? When do they want peace in their own life? So understand there is a difference in a person being sick and tired, and a person who's dealing with mental health and they're trying to just get to that peace. Because depending on their diagnosis, there may not be right at the moment when you want it, there may not be a sense of peace. That peace may not have come, and it's going to take time. Now, granted, you do have some friends who are diagnosed and just be like, they don't want, you have some who don't want to progress or get better. uh Now, will you, and you do know those people who don't want to get better, because you'll be sitting there and you'll be asking me this question like you asking, when does the person get tired of being tired? That person might not just want that help right now, and that's fine. You have some people who not gonna want that help right away. It's gonna take them stepping back and saying, all right, this is what it is. And once you've done your part, if you looked at your checklist and you said, okay, I've been that support system, check. When they called, I was there, check. uh I've tried to find them resources to help them, check. Once you done your part, or all that you can within your reach, there's really nothing else for you to do. There's nothing left for you to do. It's not just about, as a support system, what you give the other person. We, as those who are so, oh y'all, I'm ashy, those people who are suffering with mental illness, we have to be willing to say, okay, I'm going to make today the day that I take control of my life, and I'm gonna make today the day that I decide to say enough is enough. I'm pushing forward. My life, that revolves around us. The only thing we need of our support system is to know that when we call y'all and say, "Hey, today is that moment," and I will say you have some people who need multiple calls during the day. But to me, when you get like that, that's when you incorporate therapists and psychiatrists and all them people, because them the ones that's gonna be able to help you a little bit further. And y'all, please don't be afraid to go see a therapist. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. They don't mind telling it like TI is. They ain't got nothing to sugarcoat with you. What they gonna do? They get paid. They get paid to listen to you, and then they give their advice, and then it's up to you to take it. So yeah. Any other questions or statements? And y'all keep them coming. So yeah. And then the whole bullying thing. Let me say this. If you were ever a bully in your life and you're watching this, I pray to God that every person you ever bullied, you'll be underneath them in everything that they do. Like, I just want all my people who've been bullied to just conquer out here. Just conquer. Being bullied is definitely the worst. And people don't understand that. And I get a chance to say people, because I just wasn't bullied by kids. I got bullied by adults. So I want to state, if you've ever been a bully, read my lips. Okay? And I mean that respectfully and wholeheartedly. We got to get to a point where we can stop doing that to people. Because you never know. You never know. Nobody who bullied me knew what I was enduring. Nobody knew that my whole family had just got erupted. Like, I went from being in a 2-parent home to now a single parent home across another town, and I didn't have my friends who I was growing up with. I didn't have them no more. People who bullied me, they didn't understand that because they was around their friends. So yeah, let's see. Were you ever in denial? Were you ever in denial? Were you ever in denial that you was dealing with mental health? Heck yeah! Listen, in the beginning, like I said, when I was 15, and me and my mom, we went. I didn't accept it until I had a really bad breakup, and my mom was the one to tell me that I need to go get help. She saw it in my face. She was just like, "You're not the same right now, at all." Like, that was the first thing she said. She was like, "You're not the same, and you need to go get help." And from there, I went and got it. It's never been about being in denial about it. I knew something was wrong. I knew something wasn't right about me. I knew I was different compared to other people. Do you have siblings? Yes, I have a brother. We are 6 years apart and we active. But when we need each other, we pull up. Our pull up game is strong for each other. And that's for real. That's on the green. That's on Pleasant Grove. But but now, in all seriousness, yes. Were you ever in denial? But yeah, no, that's never been something for me to be in denial about. I knew something wasn't right from the beginning. I just didn't know what, and I couldn't explain it. The behaviors I had, the promiscuousness, the spending a lot, the roller coaster. Because let me tell y'all, baby, Torrid, you done got a lot of money out of me behind my depression days and my bipolar and my manic days, baby. Let me tell you, baby, let me have one of my manic days. I would go into Torrid, child, and I just go have fun. I go into the store and shop till I couldn't shop no more. And I get to that front counter and be like, all right, ring it up, run it down. And in all honesty, I think at that point I knew it was something more serious. I knew it was something that I needed to really seek help for when it was easier to just go shopping to get rid of how I was feeling. Or it was easier to go get a tattoo. Um, and if y'all watching a replay or whatnot and you're dealing with mental health, get you some friends that will say, hey, what's a safe word for you? And who will be willing to take that safe word, and anytime you blurt it out, they know, hey, I need to check on you. It's okay to have them safe words. What causes a manic day? Mm. Uh, I ain't had one in so long. Back then it could be anything. Honestly, it could be just feeling stressed out. Like I'm a big stressor. I stress. I've caught the shingles, and the doctors were shocked because I wasn't supposed to catch the shingles till my 50s. I'm only about to be 32, and I caught them in my 20s. Um, but for me, my manic days would just come out the blue. In all honesty, I get the urge, or something didn't go my way, or I wasn't feeling something, or it's been a list of things. Um, I'll give an example. The one that I can think about that's most recent. When I was married, uh, my ex husband had really pissed me off one day, and it was between it was between trying to determine to him up, or go ahead and make do with it do. And so I decided to go to the mall, and I went shopping because it was gonna be either me or him. And I like to live. I love my life. My life is very valuable to me. So it's one of them situations where it's like, we're not gonna do all that. But I did. And I went shopping, and baby, let me tell you, I shopped till I dropped. I came back home. I kept the clothes in the car. Didn't even tell him. Then he had to go out to the car, and that's when he found all the goodies. He was mad, but I ain't girl. It made me mad, like really mad. G, you're so young. Yes, honey. I'll be 32 in August, guys, and it'll be 1 year of me fully operating Kelly J Enterprise under with Kelly J TV, Kelly J Entertainment, all the Kelly J branches that I have. August will be my 1 year anniversary, so I'm super, super excited about that. Not getting your way. No, I listen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm spoiled, honey. And yes, I like to get my way all the time. But I make it, it's not like it's a bad thing, because it's not. I let people get their way with me. So yeah. Yeah, I let people get their way with me. I feel as though if I do unto you as you do unto me, if I give you something, I feel like you should give me something. What's wrong with that theory? Once again, all of this comes from me having borderline personality disorder. Either you're all in or all out. There are no gray areas with me whatsoever. Ever. I really will say that. People won't have you. If y'all watching this and you want to know if I like you or not, just ask and I'll tell you no or yes. More than likely the answer is no. Depending on who you are. Is no. But yeah, but y'all, I really do appreciate y'all tuning in tonight on Kelly J TV. We got another one down for the books. June 3rd, live in concert right here on Kelly J TV. We'll have Adrian Lachey coming to us with some amazing music. We also have Brittany coming up this month. We have Verbals coming up this month. We have a lot of people coming up this month, you guys. So, and on top of that, we also have our after hour coming up as well this month, in the month of June. So y'all make sure y'all be tuned in. Currently topic that's going to be trending right now is two sides to every story. And I want to hear yours. Do you tell possible soulmates about your illness? Child, I tell people when they first meet me about my illness. In all honesty. Because, honey, listen. One thing I'm going to tell you and two things for sure. If you're going to deal with me, then you're going to have to know... you're going to have to know you got to deal with all of me. And whatever that means, I don't hide. I'm not fixing to hide nothing. Yeah. I just tell any if I meet you and I feel like we fixing to go somewhere with it, then I'll tell you. And how I know this, like, you know, we've been talking now for more than 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, you know, more than a week, more than 2 weeks. You know, I feel as though by week 2, you kind of know if, you know, y'all gonna be friends or not. And if you're gonna be friends, still tell them, hey, I want to let you know this. And I mainly do that just because I want to give a person an opportunity to decide if they want to stick around. Once again, that goes back to your statement. When a person has had enough, it's not for the weak. So I go ahead and let it be known up front, because if you choose not to want to stick around or be around, then hey, ain't no hard feelings with me, boo. Bye-bye. Do you have names for your personalities? Yes. My personalities do have names, though. So, if y'all ever notice, I never say the name Jessica. I never will. That bitch dead. She gone. But I have Kelly J, Jada. I have Pooh. Who else? Oh, Girl Unknown. Girl Unknown is the depression side of me. I can't actually state what the feeling is. It's a feeling that I get, and it's I either want to be held or I want to be alone, or whatever the case may be. Whatever I'm feeling, it's definitely an unknown feeling that I can't quite put my finger on. So it's like I try different things at that point to help get that feeling off of me. And if that feeling comes off of me, then it comes off, and if not, then I keep trying till it gets off. So, and most time ain't nothing like a little cry session that don't hurt. A good cry session helps anybody. So yeah. Any more questions? I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm really cold. I don't even know why. Yeah, do you tell possible? Yeah, I'd say I'd let it be known up front. Honestly. Hey, Annie. My Annie here, y'all. And we fixing to get out of here. But y'all, I love y'all. Y'all have been amazing co-hosts today with the questions. I greatly appreciate y'all. For those of you who've been around for a very long time, I definitely got to retire this shirt at this point. Y'all look, but not even that. It's too big now. It used to be stuck to my stomach, and now it's just loose. It's just loose as a goose. Don't get me started. But anyway, y'all already know we'll be back next. We'll be back on Thursday, right here, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, live in concert with Adrian Lachey, y'all. It is your girl, Kelly J. And we're out.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Antonio Vizcarrondo, aka Antonio AV, and you are tuned into Kelly J. Make sure you check her out.